that bell, that one there. And maybe this will help you see. Venta de dulces. Gracias. And you come in this seemingly secret door, and you might start to see some imagery over here, which gives you an idea of where we are. Like this guy up here. Hang a left, follow the sign, torno, to this. Hola, buenas. ¿Qué dulces hay hoy? Pues muy bien. ¿Cuántos son? Pues una caja de medio kilo, por favor. So I'm buying sweets from cloistered nuns. These are nuns that live in a convent, have taken a vow never to leave here, and they make a little extra money selling, baking and selling cookies. Muchas gracias. And you have to put your money on this turnstile. The money goes around. The nun is on the inside. I can't see her because she's cloistered. Muchas gracias a ti. It comes with your cookies, and then it comes back with your change. And you've had no contact, no physical contact with the nun, and you've bought cookies. We'll take them outside and I'll show you a little more. Okay, so I've got these here. These are cookies baked by nuns. We're here in the convent. As I said, they're cloistered nuns, have taken a vow never to leave, and you have to buy them through the secret method of this turnstile without having any contact with the nun. So these ones are called nevaditos, which is like snowy cookies or snow cookies. I can never open these, guys. Should have brought Did you bring a pen, baby? There we go. All right, got it open. Look at these guys in here. So they're cookies covered in icing sugar.
Yeah.
And super yummy. And so, yum. Really Moorish. Like once you start, I'll get it all over me.
You want a glass of water?
glass of wine. I'll get it all over me now. The stuff will go everywhere. They're really Moorish. You just keep eating. They sometimes have cookies made with almond flour or with coconut flour. And what's really interesting, there's a huge tradition all throughout Spain of nuns baking cookies, cloistered nuns baking cookies. So they do it within here. Again, they're not allowed to leave. They're not allowed to, maybe for extreme medical reasons they can. And so they bake these cookies and sell them through this unique system. I'm going to go back to my cookies and on to the next stop. Guys, next stop, ham time. It's jamon time. This is one of the most famous delicacies to come from Spain. And we're going to head to a family-run shop right here in the center where they serve the finest hams in the country. We're going to try some thin slices of magic. Hola, chicos, ¿qué tal? Hombre, aquí con la cámara, grabando. No, porque... Pues aquí de sorpresa. Here we have Luis Miguel. It's his ham shop and bar. It's his family who runs this place. His father raised pigs. And here, this is a temple of ham, and these guys are ham experts. As you can see, Luis Miguel is already preparing the ham. We've got black hoof here, which means it's an Iberico ham, the top grade. Here we go. We're starting. Qué bien. It's such a rich flavor. It's deep, it's intense. Que ya eres experto de... Sí. Wow. Perfectly, you can almost transparent, so that's how it should be. You don't want big chunks of meat. You just want to have a little lamina, a little slice like that, a little film, and you drop it on the tongue and let it melt. I've had Italian guests here have told me it's better than prosciutto. I don't want to start a war, but my God, it's a rich flavor. As we go up in the grades, it actually gets even better because it's time curing like a fine wine. The more time curing, the better it is. But remember, always the same breed, but also the diet affects it if it's been eating acorns. Okay, next stop is a classic Madrid tavern, El Anciano Rey de los Vinos. And this place has been in the same family since 1948, and they do their own little version, a very unique version of a very classic Madrid taste, a Madrid dish, which is bull tail stew. I love this dish, and I'm going to have it with red wine, a Rioja. Uy, ¿vas aquí? ¿Vas a estar aquí?
No, voy a poner
No, ay, muy
en cuanto me lo
bien.
den,
Claro, claro, tranquila, sí. It's busy in here today, not a lot of room. Rabo de toro, bull's tail stew is a dish that's famous all over Spain. It was invented in Cordoba in the south, but we eat a lot of it here in Madrid. But here they've made it in what's called a regalito, a little parcel, a little kind of present of rabo de toro. It's all the goodness of the stew stuffed into a filo pastry, and it is delicious and very unique here in Anciano Rey de los Vinos. And I'm going to combine it with a little Rioja. It is, what? 3 minutes to 1, so I'm a little early. This is one tip when you're ordering wine in Spain, remember, always order by the region, not the grape. When it hits the lips, pick it up with your hand. Wow. Look in there at all that juicy goodness. All that in there is rabo de toro, slowly, very slowly cooked bull tail. Let's try it. I'm going to dunk it in there and down the hatch. Rich, deep flavor. Oh my God, it's so good. And with the sweetness, a little bit of the pepper on the top. It is literally it's like a mouthful of savory wonder. It's all your home cooking wrapped up into a gift. I just love it. They call it a little present because it is. It's a gift of savory, a gift of riches. These guys are incredible. Okay, guys, just as we're leaving Anciano, I can see it's heaving behind us, and I wanted to point that out because bars get so busy in this country, and so you really have to have great tips to fight your way to the bar. Check out my video, which is about how to do tapas, and you'll get tips for how to handle a really, really busy tapas bar like this one behind me. All right, next stop. Okay, I'm in the line for this famous dish, the bocadillo de calamares, the calamari sandwich, which Madrid is landlocked, but we're famous for this dish that reminds you of a seaside town. All the bars around the Plaza Mayor, the main square serve them, but here in La Campana, it's the best. These guys have been doing it for decades. There's a spot at the bar here, so I'm going to squeeze in. So I've ordered a bocadillo calamares and a caña. What I love about how they do it here is the calamari is really fresh and crispy, and the bread in the sandwich is perfectly soft. Sometimes they serve it with too hard bread. It becomes like a jawbreaker, and I don't like that. Another beer. Couldn't help it. You're going to think I have a drinking problem. I don't. I'm doing this for you. Famous line, I don't have a drinking problem, I have a drinking solution. So, anyway. Alright, how I have it is with a little bit of lemon on it, that's all, because I want to taste the freshness of the calamari. So, look at that. Sorry, I might have got some in your eye. Okay, nice and hot. No butter, no oil, except what's on the I think I need to detach my jaw or something. And if you get full, you can't have any more bread, just eat the calamari. It's that simple. Oh, my God. I could do this for a living. You do? It's heaving in here. All right, we've got another stop. It's also going to be really busy, and it's also seafood. It's just around the corner. Casa Revuelta. This place gets busy. Often there's also a queue here. See if we can fight our way to the bar. I have friends in here, though, so I think we'll be okay. Right, my task now is to fight my way to there where Santi is, the bartender. These guys are famous for bacalao, salt cod. Una mesa para dos. Estamos grabando. No, tu rollo, you have to wait here to get to the bar. There's actually people queuing outside now, but the turnover is so fast because it's true street food, these little nuggets of bacalao of salt cod. So you just queue and you wait. And you're always waiting to see where somebody's about to finish. It's actually a tight moment because everybody's all about halfway through. But this is the energy I love. You've got to watch out for the old ladies too, they're rough, they'll get in fast. Watch out after us. We made it. This is always a stop on my little food tour when friends come to visit, especially Kiwis because they know fried fish. What I love about the bacalao here is although this is fish that's been cured and then rehydrated as part of the process of making bacalao, it is so tender, so juicy. It's like it's fresh. It's so crunchy and it's just moist. Wow. Glass of white wine. Nothing from bottles here. This is Tasca, really basic neighborhood bar stuff. This is wine just served from a carafe. It's a white wine from Valdepeñas, and so nothing elegant. You don't need anything elegant with this thing. You just need rustic fun. There's not a lot of space left in my stomach or my brain. I'm starting to explode from all sides. We're going to go to Casa Toni, which is my favorite tapas bar. Guys, this is going to scare you a little bit, but there's one type of food or dish that you have to try when you're in Madrid. We call it in Spanish casqueria, and it means offal meat, O-F-F-A-L. All those offcuts that, are not sirloin steaks and ribs and things like that, in other words. Things that were once the necessity to eat. And if you're going to try them, the place to do it is here in Casa Toni. This is a really traditional tapas bar. It's my happy place. And we're going to try a dish called mollejas, which they're serving these in Michelin star restaurants. And here they just do them on the grill with a little bit of lemon and salt. Sweetbreads, that's what they are, sweetbreads. Something that is a gastronomic delight all over the world in expensive places. And here in Madrid in rustic restaurants we eat them. And it's one of the most delicious flavors in the world. So behind me you can see the plancha. La plancha is where all the magic happens, the grill. We've got Carlos here working up a storm. These places don't have a kitchen off somewhere else. It all just happens here right behind the bar. Everything is cooking there and a fryer, and apart from that it's either fresh or pickled. So true immediacy in the food. So here we've got the sweetbreads that I've ordered. Sweetbreads. Along here we've got kidneys. This is tarajo. This is a braided lamb's intestine. I don't want to freak you out too much with that one. Blood sausage. A black pudding morcilla is incredible. Chorizo, pork skewer, pincho moruno, boquerones, anchovies, sepia, baby cuttlefish, calamares, and down the end we've got some pickled anchovies, boquerones. You can't quite see them there, but I've got a plate of them over here. Come back. Right here. One of my favorite tapas in the world. They fill up the anchovies themselves, soak them in vinegar, a little garlic, a little parsley, and done. Don't be scared. These are incredible. A little bit of lemon. There's a little bit of parsley in there, salt. There's this beautiful barbecue, crispy flavor on the outside, almost like a smoky flavor, and then the inside is kind of creamy and I'm probably turning you off, but you really have to try these and rich. It's like very tasty chicken. I know that sounds so banal and crazy, but it's really what it tastes like, but creamier and crunchier and delicious on the outside. I'm sure they're good for you. I mean, how can they not be? You need to do me a favor. You need to make me a promise. You need to come to Casa Toni. You can get chorizo. You can try the other stuff. You can get patatas bravas. Get a half ración, a media ración of mollejas. Make a comment below and tell me that you love them, all right? Because I'm sure you will. Send me a tweet, send me an email, please. The smell of this place is incredible. La Mallorquina has been open since 1894 here in the Puerta del Sol. It's huge. It's always busy, this place. It's actually quite quiet now, but often it's like this and you can't even move in here. And they have a huge array of pastries and sweets. They have a coffee shop over there. You can sit down upstairs. But here I come for one thing and one thing only, napolitanas. And they have napolitana de crema and napolitana de chocolate. I go for the crema. It's a pastry cream, I think it's called in English. It is like custody in a pastry, and my God, it is unbelievable. And that is our dessert for today, so let's go and grab some. Napolitana de crema is here, and then the cousin, the sweetened cousin, Napolitana de chocolate is here. For Yoli, one for me. They go through hundreds of these every day. I could just hear people around me ordering the same things. Napolitanas de crema, Napolitanas de chocolate. This one perfectly warm from the oven, gooey, sticky on top. Wow, they always serve it wrapped up. Let's try it. So good. This beautiful pastry cream inside, perfectly sweet, creamy, custardy. Wow. Guys, my fingers are sticky, my stomach is full. I would love to hear what your favorite things to eat are in Madrid. Let me know in the comments below. I love reading them and I always reply. Also, if you want to learn more about how we eat, drink, live and love in Spain, subscribe to my channel and see more of my videos. Thanks for watching. Enjoy Madrid. I'm going home for a siesta. Hasta luego.
Anumang hamon ng buhay, bilis mong binanata.
Okay, so you see a lot of these types of food tours already, and people are actually traveling just to get an experience of food. So different types of food, not only sights, sounds, but also the sense of taste. Okay, will give you a unique experience. So a lot of people are drawn to traveling, okay, just because they want to experience food. Okay, so food is now a big give plays a big role in terms of tourism. Okay, so hindi na siya minor role lang before. Na parang you travel and then you eat for sustenance. Okay, para meron kayong energy. Now people are traveling to experience food. You can see this type of travel a lot. Okay, so that's it for our discussion in terms of tourism demand and supply. Okay, I will leave you um, with this one. Again, your basic equation, okay, for your supply and demand. Okay, the higher the demand is, okay, so lesser yung supply, it will create a shortage. Okay, so now there's a shortage of culinary staff. There's a shortage in hotel staff, resort staff, restaurant staff. Okay, marami kinikitang staff, restaurants ngayon na there's a sign pa, short staff today. Okay, short staff today. Short, ano ba yun? Oh, basta they have a limited staffing lang. So be patient. Okay. So there's a biglang shoot up of increase in demand of a lot of restaurants and hotels, and they need to fill up the supply so that it remains balanced. Okay. So once you get naman a low demand, okay, which happened in the start of the pandemic, low demand for accommodations, F&B, resorts, and all these travel and tourism establishments. Okay, but you get an increase in supply, there is a surplus. So ngayon you can see the effects that there is a low average price for everything. So now I think with your batch you are in the right time, okay? Because when you're done with your certificate course, you then apply for an internship. Now everybody is trying to look for more people to join their team. So tamang-tama lang yung schedule nyo for your course. Okay? So with that, that ends our discussion for tourism demand and supply. You guys have any questions? Clear naman so far? Clear naman everything?
Wala po.
Okay. Okay, so with that, I will see you guys next week, Tuesday, okay, for another, I think we still have 2 more modules for tourism. Okay, 2 or 3 modules for tourism. Okay, I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday. Thank you guys. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Chef.
Bye, Chef.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bye, Chef.
Bye. Thank you.